I'm Janely, also known as Miss Be Helpful, coming at you via Turbo Blog. And this post below is all about why you don't want to blow through your bonus. Now, it's nearing the end of the year, which is usually a time where especially larger companies and corporations tend to give out bonuses to their employees. And sometimes they're tied to a performance review or valuation of your performance. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes a company is just looking at their profits at the end of the year and divvies it up between all of the employees, which is a really nice thing. But what happens is a lot of people get a false sense of abundance when they get this bonus. And so there's a few things that you're definitely going to want to be careful not to fall into the trap of doing. The first one is looking at that check as extra money that you didn't expect to have. And so therefore thinking of it as money that you can blow, money that you can just spend because it wasn't anticipated, it wasn't expected or planned as part of your income. You want to definitely think about it as part of your income package, because what happens is a lot of times with behavioral finance, people like to think about money in different buckets in their mind. Like if you're walking down the street and you find $20, studies show that when people do that, they separate that $20 from all the other dollars that they have in their bank account and just look at it differently and think about it differently. Like, this is money that I wasn't gonna have, that I didn't bank on having, that I didn't plan to use, so therefore I could just use it to get something I wasn't planning on buying. And that is really it's sort of like a pitfall. It's a bad way to think about your money, because every single dollar should be looked at in exactly the same way. You don't wanna have that false sense of abundance that makes you think like, oh, you're gonna go balling out of control because you got a bonus check that you weren't expecting. Because what happens is right after the winter holiday season comes the spring. And you know what comes with the spring? Tax season, which means a lot of times people see a tax bill due, and because they got a nice big bonus check, they weren't putting any money aside and planning ahead for taxes. So you definitely want to think about what's going to come up ahead that you're going to want to use that money for, or at least set some money aside for. It's really difficult for people to save money when they're earning the same amount and they're already accounting for every dollar that they earn for bills and expenses that are fixed and things that they want and need all month long. But when extra money comes in that you weren't planning on having, that is going to be the easiest time to take a nice big chunk of that money and set it aside for saving. So that's pretty much what I have in the post below. Definitely read through for more details about the importance, and especially with some details about the studies behind why people blow their bonuses and what you can do to prevent yourself from doing that. And that's all I have for you guys. Till next time, peace.